How's everybody doing? Tinkering with Harleys. First, I want to thank all of you who have subscribed, and if you're watching these videos and you're enjoying them, by all means, please subscribe. Now, today we're going to continue on with that transmission, the 5-speed rebuild that I've been doing. But I want to go back to the last video. There was one thing I left out that I should have put in there, but I didn't think about it because I'm so used to doing them. When I put the spacer on to the drive gear on the last one, I didn't point out on the spacer that one side is reamed out or hollowed out and the other side is flat like this. When you put this spacer on the drive gear, you put this side face down onto the drive gear. And again, that was an oversight on my part. So this tapered, where it's tapered out, it always faces down, goes over the quad seal. So that's just an FYI. I should have put it in the last video, I didn't. So moving on, today what we're going to do is we're going to install the Pawl shifter and we're going to install the Pawl seal. The Pawl shifter we're putting in, we're not using a stock Pawl shifter, we're using an upgraded Pawl shifter. And I'll show you the difference and we'll get right to it. Okay, so what we're going to do today, we're going to install the Pawl shifter and the seal and the snap ring. Now, I want to show you the difference between a stock Pawl shifter, which is this one right here. This is a stock Harley that's never been used before. And this is the upgraded one. So we'll get it out of the box. And we can show you a side-by-side comparison of them, of the difference. Okay, first and foremost, the upgraded one is a lot heavier than the stock one. Now we'll turn this around so we can see it. Now, if you look at the fingers, I don't know how good you can see it, if the light's on there good enough or not. The fingers on the upgraded one are much, much longer than the stock one. If you look at this one, it's just about a hook. This one here is hooked, but it's much, much deeper. And same thing with the pushing finger. This one here versus this one here. They're much longer. So that's the difference. It's heavier, the springs are heavier, and the teeth or fingers are deeper. So now we're going to go ahead and get this installed. Now when you get this, like I said before, I'm using everything I'm putting in here is from Baker. So they send you all this stuff all complete. So we're going to get everything out and get it all ready, and then we're going to put it in. And in this package they send you a seal, the spacer, and the snap ring. So we're going to go get it in now. I'm going to change the camera angle so you can get a better look at this going in. Okay, now just before we get this starting to go in, there's going to be a couple of changes that happen with this. this here is a centering pin which goes right in here, and that goes, well, let me get the old one. That centering pin, what it does, let me get my hand out of the way, it goes in between those scissor springs like that. Now on this model it's not adjustable. When we do the upgrade, we're going to have an adjustable, and this is the new adjuster that's going to go in there. So we're going to be able to adjust the Pawl shifter itself. Okay, now to get the Pawl shifter in, it's going to come right through this hole right here. Okay, right here is where the Pawl shifter is going to slide into. Now, if you've already done this or you've replaced the Pawl shifter, you know this, but if you're changing a Pawl shifter, all the guts have to come out of the transmission except for the drive gear. This is the first thing in the transmission, and it's the last thing out. So you slide the Pawl shifter in there like that till it snaps, and you'll hear it snap. And I'm sure you heard it snap on the video. And you push it on a little bit, and it's stuck in there. So now the Pawl shifter is in. We are going to take and we're going to get the seal in. You slide the seal over the Pawl. Now the seal goes on with the flat side facing out, the groove side facing in, and you slide it over the Pawl shifter like that. Get it in there, get it started. There we go. You take a socket and a hammer, and it's in. You can hear the tone difference with it when it seats, and it is in there. Now the next thing we do is throw the spacer over it like that, and then we install the snap ring. There we go. And you can actually usually push this by hand to snap in. And take a screwdriver, and the snap ring is in. So now the Pawl shifter, the seal, the spacer, and the snap ring are in. Now the next thing we do is we're going to put in the eccentric screw. Now the eccentric screw, this is going to adjust your Pawl. This replaces the old centering screw, which goes in there like that. That's the old one. Now the eccentric screw, unlike the centering screw, you don't put any red Loctite on it. So you get it started in there, and we'll get in. It's an Allen head, I believe. And you put the Allen in there, and you just start to screw it in. And you watch on the inside while you're doing this. Let's see, can you see that coming out of there? And what you want to do is you want to line those scissor springs up So the eccentric screw goes right through the middle like that. There you go. And then this gets adjusted, but we're going to do that in a later video. So that's how you put the new Pawl shifter in, the seal, the spacer, and the snap ring. They're easy to do. They're a pain in the butt to get to because you've got to pull the whole trans apart to get to it. Like I said, it's the first thing in and the last thing out. And the upgraded one that we're using, now the last time I did this, they didn't have the adjustable eccentric screw. It works strictly on the alignment screw. So this is going to upgrade this trans greatly. It's going to make a big difference in the way it shifts. And like I said before, when you're putting these seals in, you've got your primary off, your inner primary off. After you get all those seals in, one of the things you want to do is check it. Put oil in the transmission before you put that inner primary back on, because if you got any of them in there wrong, they're going to leak immediately. The minute the oil level gets up to the seal, it's going to start to leak. So we got, like I said, we got the Pawl shifter, the eccentric screw in. So that's pretty much going to do it for today. I hope this helps somebody. I want to thank you all for watching, and until next time, everybody be safe out there.